7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey there guys, so I'm back with the last review of Dino 3, the finale, Season 2, Episode 22, the Nemesis. And I gotta say, this was a great finale. Even though we're gonna see the Rangers again next year in Cosmic 3, this still feels like an end of an era, but also it paves the way to Cosmic 3 nicely. So the episode starts off, the Rangers found a way to move the cocoon to the desert by using the Dino Night Morpher. Garrick uses the Morpher to become Void Knight one last time. He successfully does it, but unfortunately the Dino Night Morpher is destroyed, so we won't see him Void Knight again, and we won't see the Dino Night Armor mode anymore. And Void Queen uses the Sporex to create her own monster, the Nemesis Beast, and I gotta say, I really like it. I love the design, but also I keep saying that, like, I love the design of most monsters in Dino 3, but this, as a finale goes, it doesn't have big and bulky and scary. I think this really suits Dino Fury as a finale nicely, if you understand me. So the Rangers use all their swords, and this becomes like an awesome Megazord battle. It was like, fuck yeah. When you get to see like a bird's eye view of the Megazords heading straight onto Nemesis Beast, like left, right and center, that was great. But unfortunately the Megazords weren't strong enough, so the Rangers still fight head on. They have a plan, and we get some really nice CGI moments with like the Rangers are on top of the Nemesis Beast and they're fighting the henchmen. Amelia confronts Void Queen and tries to like tell her the truth. She doesn't believe it, so Amelia falls. So Sato has no choice but to use the Dino Master Saber and use its strongest ability by sacrificing himself, but also the swords. And it's kind of a sad moment because like I said, I really like these swords in this series. I think they're one of the best looking swords in Power Rangers. But I mean, when they got sacrificed, and we know they won't be coming back because of Cosmic Fury, they're going to use the swords in Q Ranger. But there's not really a line after the fact that the Rangers like, oh no, our swords, they're too busy with Sato. And I was kind of gutted with that. I would at least say, oh no, our swords kind of lie. But no, they don't mention that. They're too busy with Sato. And yeah, Sato sacrifices himself. And Void Queen confronts Amelia again, but with the help of Garrick, she becomes good. She's no longer evil, which was really nice. We get to see the Morphin Masters, and they said they can't bring back Sato, but they take all the Sporex and seals them away. I can't understand why they can't destroy them. Maybe I forgot about something, but yeah, why don't they just destroy them? And I gotta say, the music in this episode is just epic. And as in general, the score in Dino Fury is just amazing. It's top tier. This is the best music in Power Rangers since Time Force. I'm being serious because I remember like the ones from Time Force and In Space and Mighty Morphin and like CO. But all the other seasons, I like them. There's nothing wrong with them. But there's not like anything memorable about them. They're kind of like background noise. So the episode does this thing like the finale of Beast Morphers did when there's some time has passed. So 6 months later, the Raconians move into Area 62 while Pop-Up is going to redecorate it and stuff. And Santora and Garrick are expecting a child, which is very sweet. Izzy has graduated. Ion opened his own cafe and sells that cake. Jane and J-Borg are celebrating because they're open a Buzz Blast in Angel Grove, which was really nice. I like how, I think they've already mentioned Angel Grove twice. And I have a really strong theory that I know because of locations, they're in New Zealand and Mighty Morphin was like filmed in California. But I think we would somehow, in Cosmic Fury, the Rangers are going to be in Angel Grove. Whether it's going to be a set, well, most likely a set, of course. But I have a feeling they're going to Angel Grove. Even though they're not going to go to California to film it, I think I wouldn't be surprised. Like, we could see, like, I'm 50% sure we could see the youth center again. But it's a really strong theory because they have mentioned Angel Grove a couple of times in Dino Fury. Harvey is quite popular now and musicians look up to him. I like the ending to Slither and Mucus. I don't think we're going to see them again in Cosmic Fury, but I like the fact they kind of opened their own circus and they're in human form now. Because at the end of the day, yes, they were villains, but they were just following orders. They were more entertaining than being evil, which I really liked. But the cherry on top, Sato comes back as a ghost, and he becomes the White Ranger. I mean, the suit itself is questionable. Whether or not in Cosmic Fury they're going to kind of abandon that and give him the red suit, but also just make a few tweaks like they're doing with the other suits. But yeah, I mean, as an American-made suit, it's kind of nice. I kind of like the cape, but I have a feeling they could change it. But I was hoping when he comes back and they're in the base, he takes his helmet off and he's like, guess who's back? Like Tommy did in White Light. But it's also, he comes back because Lord Zed has returned. He escaped. And of course this leads into Cosmic Fury. And I will do a Cosmic Fury theory video at some point. But as a finale, I think this was great. I mean, I would say it's better than the Beast Morphers finale, even though I thought that was a pretty good finale. And I don't know if I'm going to say, oh, this is the best. I don't want to say this is the best finale since RPM or the best finale since there. And like, even though I have done a top 5 finale of Power Rangers video about 4 years ago, because I think I put like, I'm trying to remember now, I think I had Turbo, I had Time Force, I had In Space, of course, I had Lost Galaxy, and I've also had, I'm trying to think now, Cosmic Fury, and Wild Force. Even though this finale was just superb and it's not going to be a top 5, this could be a top 10, and at least an honourable mention, because it did so much. At times it wasn't cringy. They made a few jokes, but I could just let that slide. There was an epic Megazord battle. It ended the storylines nicely. We got to say goodbye to like stuff we loved in Dino Fury, like the Dino Knight armor and the swords. I have a feeling we could see Jane and J-Borg again, but I think we're going to say goodbye to some other characters like Slither and Mucus. But I think I like the fact that it wasn't like it ended some really good stuff, but also it kind of sets up Cosmic Fury. Like, I had my theory it was just going to do its own thing. Then, like, we're just going to start again with episode 1 and just lead into that. But no, it really ends there and sets up Cosmic Fury, which I really liked. And you know what? I think this is I would give this episode a 5 out of 5, of course, but I think this is one of the best finales in Power Rangers now. Definitely a top 10. Not a top 5, of course, but you know what? It was quite emotional. The music was just superb and top tier. Ah, man, I could go on all day at how great this finale is. I think you could tell the actors are giving it all in, and Dino Fury as a whole has been great. There are some weak episodes, of course. There's some cringe moments like Jane and J-Borg and Pub, but when it goes all in, that's when it's great. That's when I would consider this top tier Power Rangers. And yeah, I think to me, even though I will be continuing on with Cosmic Fury, I still feel like I've been doing these reviews since like February 2021 when I was on furlough, and I was just watching this on my TV and I was just enjoying it. This is like a long time since I was watching Power Rangers from the start to the finish. Compared to other seasons like Beast Morphers, I didn't really start watching it till it actually finished when it was all on Netflix. But with this, because I was on furlough, I kind of had that attachment to it, because I watched it from the beginning and I liked reviewing these episodes. I probably enjoyed reviewing these episodes more than other things like the Marvel stuff, which I kind of got bored of, the Star Wars stuff that I'll only review The Mandalorian or maybe some other Star Wars shows. But this one as a whole, like, Dino Fury has been great from start to finish, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, yeah, this is the finale. I'm going to miss Dino Fury, even though we're continuing on Cosmic Fury, but it's still sad to, like, leave some stuff behind.